Hi everyone, my YouTube family, my kindness people here. I am going to show you another awesome face mat here that I'm going to show you how to make the templates and also making the face mat too. This piece of paper I have here 6.5 by 11 inches. You're going to fold it in half. On the bottom here, I need you to measure 1.5 inch. And then from on the side here, when the two piece, I'm going to measure up 2.5 inch. On the top here, 2.5 inch also. On the top corner, right corner here, 2.5 inch. Very simple, everyone, but very roomy. So from the first line, when we have 2.5 inch here, I'd like you to measure out. I'd like you to take 3/4 of an inch. From this 1.5 inch right in this corner, going to meet that 3/4 of an inch. From this 2 inch right here, go 2.5 inch, meet that 2.5 inches. For this right here, you're going to get something round, and then you can just curl that side a little bit round right there. Like this. Okay, so you place something like that. I want this to be curved right there. That's it. Little curve. You have your own templates, everybody. Oops, I'm using my fabric scissors to cut this. So now you're going to get the fabric, and you're going to cut out 2 of these. We're going to place this on the fabric. We're going to cut 2 of these out. Okay, so it's have to be fold. I have the fabric right here, that little corner right here. I just have to have enough to cut one, but I'm going to cut another one. So you need 2 of these, everyone. Make sure the fold stay with the fold. This fabric I buy from my local fabric store. After I cut the 2 fabric out, I'm going to place the right side to the right side. Make sure they all line up. Should be. So what I need you to do is, from here, you're going to fold the fabric. You're going to fold this 2 together like this, and then you have the middle line right here. You're going to measure from here, from the center line to here, that 1 inch, and then from here to here 1 inch. You're going to sew the whole thing all the way to the other end. Sew the whole thing to here. So you can start from here, go all the way here. So this line, the ear side, into here, stop. Okay, so when you sew, and you make sure, if you do hand sew, this is new, so when this thing happened, nobody have it, so not everyone have a sewing machine. So I understand it's hard to sew by hand, but when you get the thinnest needle, that's the best for you to sew by hand. get the very thin one so it won't hurt you. And when you sew, make sure you do this. I never hold a needle in my hand. I always make sure I hold the fabric like this, make sure it's nice and straight. And about 1 inch away from what I need to sew, I place my index finger underneath right here in the body of the needle. I don't touch any of the pointy, that the sharp point. And then I do this. I never touch the needle. And if you poke your finger and you bleeding or whatever, it's just because of where you hold your needle. So make sure when you change your way to hold the needle, okay, and also get the different needle, get the thin one so it won't hurt you. If you get the thick one, I understand that's really hard to pull through the fabric, and that really make your fingers sore. See, I never touch anything. My hand never near the needle. I always do this. And I move the fabric through here. I place my finger, my index finger, right on the body of the needle. And then I move. Just like this. And then pull. See? Okay, so after you sew everything in, but not this, you go on to inside out this. You don't need to cut around here for the light to lie down. I don't like it. That's just me. I don't do that. And it stayed out for me nicely. So get your pencil, whatever you use to poke the line, use it. This is the ear side. Don't poke too hard, everyone, because you may poke the hole. Then you're going to blame on me. You told me to poke. I like you to move the line down like this and then press before we go on to iron this. Okay, so press with your fingernail and then go back and do this. Okay, after you do this, you go on to fold it and do this. Okay, just the whole thing here. Okay, so everyone, after you iron this thing right here I have a no piece. This person want me to show her how to place the no piece in there permanently. This is too long. This long no piece right here, I'm going to cut. Oh my goodness, this is like 3.5 inches. So I need 2.5 inches. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off right here, okay? Oop, I almost got the wrong scissor. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off, so they're total 2.5 inches. I'm going to cut the corner here, so I'm going to round it right here so it will not sharp. Just round it, okay, just like the same one here. Okay, so what I need you to do is this. Remember, we work on the straight line here. I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going just to press with my fingernail right there. And I am going to place this in here through the filter pocket. From here, you can see that the line in the middle right there, so you can see which is even or not. You can just push this and make sure that go right into the middle of the line right there. This is the line that you just press with your fingernail. Make sure in these two sides are even. this side of the no bridge is the same side with this one. Okay, and then when you have everything good, you make sure you push it all the way up to the fold, and then you clip it down. Put the clip right on the no bridge piece, not, you know, like this. Okay, so I want to make sure that it stay there. It won't move. You don't want it to loose. Now you have it right there. I need you to do is I need you to sew to block this all the way here. Block it. So make sure the no bridge stays tight in there. You can use the sewing machine. Get the line and sew. I'm going to slide my needle into here. With this be careful. I know what I'm doing, so be careful and open this. I'm open this when I slide my needle in there. When I know my needle in there, I'm gonna go right into the fold. There. The knot there. So I'm going to sew it, everyone. Just sew it in. When I sew, I have to make sure I push so that can stay tight in there. Okay, so I block one. Now I'm going to sew. When you sew, you push my fingernail, my thumbnail right here, push, and then my finger pushing down there. So it can stay tight there. Just keep going until you go to the other end, and then you can close the other end. This part, if you do by hand, this is the part that it takes you longer, because you want to make sure the no bridge don't lose. Remember, when you go close, you can bend it down, you can round it down. Put your finger down here, okay, and then round it a little bit. It's easy for you to slide the needle. You see when it round? When you get closer to the clip, you can take the clip out. Make sure your thumb still pushing, okay? Still pushing the block here, so it won't move around. Remember to bend the no bridge down. It's okay to bend it down. When it's straight, it's hard for you to sew around it. So bend it down a little bit. Put your index finger down there and round it a little bit, so your needle can slide it in like this. Remember, when you doing something like this, when the needle get into here, don't poke it so hard. I mean, unless you don't have feeling, then you poke your hand all over the place and blood. That really scare me. And again, everyone, if you're not comfortable hand sew, please don't. Cause I got a last comment. I'm so freaking scared. Oh my god, I picture that. I'm like, what the heck? So see this? When I put my needle down, I know it just touched my skin. Not all the way, but it just touched it. And it not go through. I'm slide it up right away. Put something in your finger. Then you can feel when the needle come down. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know what to do, okay? So keep doing. Oh god. Done. This side you can just take it out like this, and now you straight take this out. You're going to press this right there to hold it right there, and now you're done. You're going to sew it back to the same stick you coming out right there, and then you're going up to close this. I'm done. I'm gonna cut this thread out. Okay, so now when you're done with this, so you're going to measure from the top here to here 2 inches. Oh man, you know, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. So 2 inch, I'm going just dark right there to here 2. I'm just make the dark because, you know, I don't want to draw any line there. Okay, so make sure you're going around and make sure you get it 2 inches. Have to make sure it's nice and even. It's right there, everyone. So the best thing you do, you're going to place your ruler like this, like what I'm doing right now. Just like this, right? Fold that in. And take this out. Get the iron. Iron this. My iron is not on. Okay, so after you iron this line, this 2 inches down, you need to sew the line here. If you're using the sewing machine, go ahead and sew. If you're not good at straight line, you can get the pen, pencil, whatever. You can mark the line about 1/8 of an inch. Mark the line for yourself to stay in line. Can you do that? Okay, let's do it. Let's just sew this straight line. What I need to do is I just want to make sure it will stay in place, so I'm going to clip right there, right here, and then I start from here. You're using the sewing machine, you can do this line on the sewing machine. All my tutorial it work on the sewing machine, everyone. It work if you do sewing machine, it will be quicker. I am doing this with my wonderful, beautiful friends here that don't have a sewing machine. I'm not saying you have a sewing machine, you're not beautiful. Okay, so everyone, after you sew on this line in, and it look like this, on the side here, you're going to fold it in this. At this point, you can see this. Right in the corner of this, you're going to fold one time like this, right? So it meet the corner right here. One time, and then you're going to fold another time. Fold it in. Get the clip. I'm going to clip it down. Same thing to the other side. You're going to do the same thing here. You see this line already meet the line here. All you need to do is just fold it in like this. There's already half the guy right there. So now you're going to fold one more time. You're going to clip with the clip. There. So now you have something like this. I need you to use the sewing machine to sew this two lines. Or two hand, you're going to sew this two lines. We have to do 2 times everyone before we lift this up, because we sew by hand, so we have to make sure everything nice and stable. Okay, you're going to sew this like normally we do around the ear side here. Just keep doing like this to the other end over here. Same thing to this side. I just, when I edit the video, I know that I'm missing the part here that I didn't show you. I can tell you on the video, or when I edit, I can write something on the screen, but that's not right. So I have to take off one side and show you. After you sew on this line in, or the ear loop thing, you going to hold this side. This is the side of the flap, the one that we folded down. You're going to hold this and you bring it up to here. You hold it and you bring it up to here. Right there. And you're going to sew this. You're going to sew this in. Same thing to this side. I did it and I forgot I recorded without pressing the button. So you flip it over to the corner and then you sew it in, just like this. So when I do face mat, everybody, I'm different than other people. Because I do little step at a time so it don't confuse you. Plus, when you rush doing something, your project come out different. So take your time. Make sure you do it. You take your time and relax. This is a fun thing to do, everyone. Besides stuck in the house and doing nothing. Usually we use 6.5 inch, so I use 7 so I can tie the knot here. Okay, so everyone remember the 2 inches right here on the bottom of the face mat. I like you to turn into the right side. This is the right side, okay? I'm going to add something in here too. So on the bottom here, you have the space between here to here that it's 1 inch. So I like you to get the corner, where the corner right here, you going to place your finger right in the middle and bring it into the center where the filter pocket. Okay, so let me hold it up and I do it for you. So you're going to hold us two in right there, and then you're going to bring right into the middle, just like this. And you're going to clip this down. You're going to sew this little tiny right there in. Same thing to this side. This is 1 inch right there. And I place my index finger into the filter pocket right here. So I'm going to bring this in. There. How simple that is. Nothing too afraid would please everyone. So easy. Okay, now I have it. I'm going to sew that in. You see this? So roomy. It's beautiful. Now I'm going to take this out. I'm gonna slide my needle underneath here so you cannot see my knot, and I'm gonna hide it underneath here. I'm gonna go down. Make sure the line meet it here. You know, when you sew, you have to make sure the fold all line up nicely. I'm going to add little cute decoration, little cute laces here. So I'm going to add it here. I'm going to sew it all the way to the line that I sewed. So it's like this. Okay, if you don't have anything like it's fine. You don't need to do this, everyone. I'm just doing because it just happened. I have this. So you don't need to do it. Look at this, everyone. After I add this thing in, that looks so pretty. So roomy, this face map. You're gonna bang this. This is the nose thing. Like this. That is so pretty. I like you to try it, everyone. This is awesome. Remember with the loop that I told you earlier? You can make one loop that go around the neck like the head like last time I told you. This person particular asked me to do this type. She didn't ask me to do this, but I think it's this to add an extra room for here, because it's a little bit loose underneath here. It's good to do this so it bring more roomy to this. So awesome. And then the no bridge are in there. Look at the room inside. So good. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will sure put it on and so you can see how it's look. Okay, hi everyone, so we're finished making this mask. So roomy pocket, the no bridge here, fill the pocket under here, and some little fancy decoration there. I'm going to put it on, and remember that person asked me for the ear loop. If not, I'm going to just do one that go over. So handy, everyone. Look at this. Perfect. It fits so well. Easy to breathe. Everything close up. Look at this. If I don't do a half an inch, the 1 inch in between, remember? If we don't do that, it's gonna open a little bit big. So I measure it a little bit longer so I can bleed this back here. So beautiful, everyone. Look at the no bridge right here. So handy. You can just bang it down a little bit like that. You can kind of shape it up a little bit. Little thing here, you don't have to do it. I just happen to have it. I just like to do something fun. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you share the video, please tell the person to subscribe to our channel too. Thank you so much, and stay safe out there, everybody. Okay, we getting so close to 70,000 now, everyone. Thank you so much for all your support and help and subscribe. See you next time.